Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If y'all are new here, my name's Alicia, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a Dollar Tree grocery budget challenge. A couple of quick disclaimers. First of all, there's going to be no fresh produce in this challenge, and there will also be limited amounts of fruits and vegetables. My local Dollar Tree was out of a lot of things, so some things might be a little different. If y'all are struggling, please reach out to your local resources and get help. So we're first going to be starting off with the grocery haul, of course. So I got a seasoning blend, which is mostly onions, but it also has celery and bell peppers. I got a thing of tater tots, a pepper stir fry, a thing of broccoli and cauliflower. There will be 3 bags of strawberries. I'll explain that more here in a minute. A thing of beef patties, a thing of bacon, a thing of smoked sausage, a thing of hot dogs, 2 cheddar cheese, 2 pepper jack, a thing of tortillas, a loaf of bread, 3 pounds of pasta. I got 1 elbow, 1 thin spaghetti, and 1 regular spaghetti, a thing of spaghetti sauce, 2 things of Alfredo sauce, a can of tuna, a can of nacho cheese sauce, a thing of soy sauce, and then this Kingsford garlic and herb seasoning. It's really good. I was going to get Cajun seasoning at first, but then I seen that and decided to get that. A jar of peanut butter, a thing of popcorn kernels, pretzels. I'm going to trade that sugar for the 3rd bag of strawberries. A pound of pinto beans, a pound of red kidney beans, 4 pounds of rice, 2 things of milk, this Hungry Jack cheddar and bacon potatoes. I did that one backwards, sorry. A big box of cereal, a box of chocolate cake mix, and a box of strawberry cake mix. And that is everything. So on my receipt, you'll see 2 extra items. One I used prior to the challenge, and then I got 3 things of strawberries and then the sugar. But I'm not going to use the sugar. I'm just going to use the 3rd thing of strawberries. So technically, I only spent $50. So for days 1 and 2 breakfast, we're just doing a bowl of cereal. My kids had actually been really wanting to try that cereal, so they were excited. Days 3 and 4, we're doing 2 strawberry muffins. For days 5 and 6, we're going to do some strawberry chocolate muffins. So I'm just going to show you how I made the chocolate ones. I did the strawberry ones pretty much the same. So you're just going to cook down the strawberries with a 1/4 cup of water, and then you'll kind of like mash them up to make it kind of like a strawberry puree. Then for the cake mix, we're going to do the cake mix plus 1 cup of water for the water, 1/2 cup of water for the oil, and then we'll do 3/4 of a cup of the strawberry puree to equal 3 eggs. You can actually make box cake mix with just all water. You can replace the eggs and the oil with an equal amount of water, and it will turn out just fine. My mom taught me that. So I know there's probably going to be a few people that are concerned about the amount of sugar in our basically cupcake breakfast. But if you were to actually go and get like a box of muffin mix, the ones that I looked at, which was the Martha White ones and the Betty Crocker muffin mix, they both actually have more sugar than the ones we're creating here. So I just wanted to point that out in case anybody was concerned, because I know I was a little concerned about it being way more sugary than a regular muffin mix, but it's actually less sugar, which I thought was really nice actually. So I'm just going to bake these according to the box directions, and then we'll eat them. They were delicious. Can't go wrong with the cupcake for breakfast. So this is just me showing that I'm swapping these two items. So for day 7 breakfast, we had a rice porridge. I made the strawberry puree the exact way that you see me do before. And then we had 3 cups of leftover rice. I mixed that with 2 cups or half of one of the containers of milk. If you have a little bit of sugar, some sugar would probably make it better, but if not, it tastes just fine the way it is. If you like cold cereal, make this the night before and it'll be cold. On to lunches. So day 1 and 2 was supposed to be the peanut butter noodles, but I failed at making them, so my kids requested that I make spaghetti for day 2. So that's what we did. For days 3, 4, and 5, we had beans and rice for lunch. And then for days 6 and 7, we had leftovers for lunch. There was enough leftovers throughout the week to have leftovers a couple days for all of us for lunch. So I just took some of the onions out of the pepper stir fry. Usually whenever I see people get those, they get like mostly onions, but mine was mostly peppers and I was not upset about it. But I took some of the Kingsford seasoning along with the pound of pinto beans, cooked it up all night, and cooked up some rice on the stove. And we actually had half a block of pepper jack that we used throughout the 3 days. Okay, so every day for snacks we were able to have some popcorn. So I just pop mine on the stovetop. I add about a tablespoon of oil, a quarter of a cup of popcorn kernels. Don't open the lid once it starts popping. You'll get popcorn everywhere, but you know, I was trying to give y'all a better view. So don't do what I do. Do what I say. No. Anyways, so you just let it pop till it's done popping. Once you quit hearing them pop, you want to make sure to get it off the heat, because you can see I burnt a couple, but you know, it was fine. We ate it still. But you know, so there's the popcorn, and then here's the pretzels. They're good. It was snacks. So for night 1, we did hot dogs and tater tots, and normally my Dollar Tree has bigger bags of fries, and I seen that the tots had 6 servings, but I didn't see that a serving of tater tots was 4. So we made it work. It worked out fine. In this particular scenario, if you were to get the exact same things I got, you could also make some like grilled cheese sandwiches to go along with it to make it more filling. We just made this work. They were also out of hot dog buns, but my kids were able to use the extra bread and make like peanut butter sandwiches, and I was able to make them some grilled cheese. So it worked out fine, but I probably would have chose like mashed potatoes or something to go with it had I noticed that the serving size was 4 tots. But it worked fine. It really did. So for night 2, we did Tuna Max. So we had half a block of the cheddar cheese left, and so I used that plus some cheese sauce, the macaroni noodles, and the broccoli and cauliflower. So I'm just going to cook up the noodles, and then I'm going to steam, well actually I'm going to boil, I guess I can't say steam, the broccoli and cauliflower until it's very soft. My family likes their broccoli and cauliflower super soft. And then I'm going to mash that up. I'm going to mix it in with the noodles after I drain them. And then I'm going to mix in the cheese sauce, the full can of tuna with the juice, because since we're working with 1 can of tuna, we want to get as much flavor as we can. And then I'm going to mix in the half of the block of cheddar cheese, and I don't shred mine, I just kind of break it up in there. It would probably work out better to shred it because it would probably melt better, but it worked out fine. I didn't want to dirty the cheese grater, and we're going to keep it real. I also added in some salt and pepper at the end. You'll see. here's what it looked like when it was done. It was very good. For night 3 dinner, we did this rice bake that originally started out as Frugal Fit Mom's rice dish that she made in one of her grocery challenges. And I was originally just going to swap out the chicken for beef. I'll of course leave her channel and the video that she made her thing in down below. But then they were out of cream of mushrooms, so I traded that for Alfredo sauce because that was the thing that I could see would be the best substitution. So that's what we did. So I'm starting off by cooking the beef patties. She leaves her chicken raw, but I didn't think that would work out very well. And then I'm going to put 2 cups of rice in the bottom of that casserole dish. I'm going to put some of the seasoning blend onions on top of that. Then I'm going to put the can of Alfredo sauce, and I'm going to mix some water in there with it. And then some of our seasoning blend, the beef once it's cooked. I'm going to mix that up with some water, and I'm going to bake that in the oven at, I think, 450. I'll leave everything in the description box for y'all. Here's what it looked like when it was done out of the oven. It looks way more appetizing out of the oven than it does on my plate, but it was really very good. So for night 4 dinner, we're doing a cheesy bacon potato soup situation thing. So I'm going to start off with the potatoes. I'm going to put the seasoning packet in it, 2 cups of that milk, 2 cups of water, and some of the seasoning blend, but not all of the rest of it. And then I'm going to pressure cook that for 15 minutes. And then I will do a quick release. I'm going to add in half of that block of cheese that I shred up, because I decided that I was going to dirty the cheese grater in an effort to make things melt better. And then I also pan fry that bacon and I crumble it up, and we put that on the top of the soup. So here's what the soup looked like after it was done. It was really good. For night 5 dinner, we did an Alfredo spaghetti, and I will not torture y'all with showing y'all how to make spaghetti. So I took not all, but probably about half of that spaghetti sauce, all of the Alfredo sauce, and then all of the spaghetti noodles, and it was good. So for night 6, we did mini pizzas and also some quesadillas that we dipped in some sauce. So I just took some of the pizza sauce and some of the cheese, made pizzas and quesadillas, and it was fabulous. So for night 7 dinner, I was going to do a sausage, beans, and peppers over rice, kind of like the beans and rice, but we didn't actually need any leftovers, and that was the reason that I grabbed beans. So we just did sausage and peppers over rice, and it was really good. I hope y'all have a fabulous day. Jesus loves y'all, and I love y'all too. Bye.